Alright guys, Demano Doers here. We're out in Panama City Beach, Florida. I think I'm fishing. I think this is the Grand Lagoon. This is either the East Bay or Grand Lagoon. And I'm seeing like keeper mangrove snappers down there on these pylons. There's fish all over. Get a shrimp on there and drop down. So it turns out I stayed at this spot for 4 to 5 hours, and once the mangrove snapper kind of they started to notice the shrimp and what was I was using cigar minnows. They started to watch it fall down, and once they would eat it, they would take off. And like as soon as I could set the hook, they swim in the piling and break me off, and I lost 4 to 5 hooks, and I was fishing I want to say 20-pound braid. At first I was fishing 15-pound leader, mono leader, and I went up to 20, broke that. Then I went up to 25 and they broke that too, so I gave up. And these are some pretty big mangroves down there, and I couldn't land a single one. But at this place, I'm pretty sure this is the Grand Lagoon I was fishing. I caught a flounder. I didn't record it. It was a small flounder. And a very big stingray, which is species 90 for me. I think it was a southern stingray. It's either a southern or a Atlantic, but either way, it put up a great fight. I had to get help from at least 2 boats, but we landed. I had to cut the line though. But in this video, I fished. Let's see, Grand Lagoon. I went out deep sea fishing and I fished the pier. And I ended up fishing a lake I've always wanted to fish. I didn't record it, but we knocked out a black drum. I think that was species 89 for me. And then we went to fish the West Bay, and I landed an inshore lizardfish. So we knocked down 3 species. We're at 90, like I said. We're trying to get to 100 this year. But yeah, basically in this video, it's just a bunch of clips of everything I caught. I'm down in Panama City Beach, Florida, like I said. We stayed in Laguna Beach in it was a pretty nice house. At first we were disappointed, but I didn't realize how close we were to like these lakes and bays, so I wasn't disappointed because I mean there's plenty of places to go fish. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I will be doing voiceovers throughout most of this video, just so you guys know what's going on and what happened. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all watch this. Big one I can just put right in front of his face so I can like make sure this bait get to him. I see him. I see him out there too. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. All these fish, that's all bait.
Yeah.
Look, you see him right there?
Yep.
2 of them actually. Stop eating it, stop eating it. They keep trying to eat it. There's some right there. Alright, so this is where we went deep sea fishing. We were actually supposed to go the day before this, but our captain canceled because the conditions were bad. The conditions were bad the entire week we were there. It was double red flags on the beach and the waves were like 3 to 4 feet. And I tried to get some beach fishing done in this video as well, but there was too much June grass to deal with. So that's why I ended up fishing the bays most of this video, and I did fish the pier. And yeah, I fished pretty much in the rain. We fished in thunderstorms. There was lightning. We still fished. I didn't catch anything the first day, but I did see somebody pull up a good 32, 33 inch redfish, but he had to go back because it's overslot. But we ended up fishing in the Gulf. We went out 30 miles, and we were pretty far off land. And we did get caught up in the storm, and we had, I want to say these swells were ranging from like 6 to 8 feet, maybe even 10, because those are some pretty big swells we had to deal with. And the audio in some of these clips will like, it'll go in and out because my phone, I got hit with a huge wave. My phone got hit, and I think some of the water got in the speakers, but there is audio in most of these clips. So I'm gonna let y'all check it out. I think it popped off, right? Yeah, I think it popped off. Oh, get the boat. Straight up, right? Coming to you, buddy. Stand by. got off, whatever it was. Damn. I don't think he leaked at all. Fish on?
Next time you reel it all the way for me. Right. That way you can reach that lip. Snapper back in the water! Careful, man. Careful. That's the right flavor.
Oh, you can't be for real. I had a beeliner. He got off too.
You got off?
Yeah, he jumped off last minute. Oh, trigger, I can't keep it. No, it's a sniper. I see red.
Gotta go back.
There you go. I see him. Come this way. Mine's keep, I think. You gotta get it up though. There we go. No, I don't think.
Baseball.
That's it? Yeah.
Watch the lines. Watch the
Fish
lines.
on?
Couple more throwbacks.
Throwing that last snapper back because at that point in the video, I ended up catching my limit of 2. They were 2 nice size snappers. You guys will see that in the thumbnail of the video, I believe. My dad and I both limited out, and we ended up helping most of the people on the boat we were fishing with. We caught their limit too, so we were the only ones catching good size snapper on that boat. And that triggerfish you saw, he had to go back home because he wasn't in season. Early in the year, if you watched my deep sea fishing video when we went to Destin, we in March I think it was, we went to go catch some snappers. And triggerfish were in season at the time, but we didn't catch any, and if we did, they were way too small. But now we're at the pier. As you can see, I'm going to try and catch a hardtail. I was going to do a catch and cook on a hardtail just to try it out, but I'm not sure what happened to those fillets. I had put them in the sink when we got back to the house and they disappeared, so I'm assuming somebody threw them away, but it's all good. I filleted, I looked at the meat, it was nothing wrong with it. I don't see why it gets hate other than that bloodline, but you can cut that right out and eat the fish, it'll be fine. But y'all stay tuned. Just like I said, catch and cook. I have 2 Atlantic croaker I caught in a lake, so y'all stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna let y'all watch this clip.
So
He's kind of close to the beach.
yeah, that's what I thought too. But you know, they thought, wow.
Yeah, he's probably just
Sometimes
looking.
when you surf, my friend said she used to
So at this time, the conditions were pretty rough. That morning, I fished shallow in the pier, thinking I could get away from the June grass, but that wasn't the case. It was all over in the water. And before I started recording, I was throwing a gotcha plug, and I hooked up. Let's say I threw horizontally to the pier, so I was fishing near the pilings with that thing. I was just jerking it, and then all of a sudden I pulled back one more time and it wouldn't budge, so I thought it was stuck, and then the fish took off. So I'm assuming, and it was a pretty big fish, but I was assuming maybe it was a jack or a redfish, because it kind of took off for a little bit. It wasn't a strong run, but it was like it ran. And I was fishing with a 4,000 size reel on the 7-foot medium rod with 20-pound braid, and I think a 15 or 20-pound mono leader, which wasn't a good idea because I honestly had no clue how I was going to be able to fight that fish and land it, or at least get it to the top of the water to where I can net it up. But he ended up getting off the gotcha plug hooks, but it was a pretty big fish. And the bite was also pretty slow. It took me a while to figure out how to, find the spot without June grass so I can get my bait down there. And once I did, I started catching them, and we caught a lot. So I'm gonna let y'all watch that.
I need a hard tail. Just a little bit again. I saw him chase it up again. I couldn't let him eat it. We'll let that one sink right there. I'll let him sit until I get a bite so I can catch one. Some behind him too, I don't know if y'all can see it. Never mind. What's there? Oh. See the fishy? I got him.
Oh, Nina. Baby shark.
He's talking.
Wow.
No, I'm back there.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of wish I recorded at that lake I was talking about, because I caught some good fish. It was a cool little spot. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I've got a video or two on the way. Both will be catching cooks or cleaning cooks really. But make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.